about catching ourselves and trying to recognize what's going on. Are there any techniques that we can stop an argument if it really seems to be getting out of control? What are some techniques that can be applied?
I think timeout is the most important one. And I think it's important to remember three basic things. One is we're both innocent. Neither of us are here, like I said, to make each other's life hell. We're both vulnerable. We're very, very sensitive, and our hearts are open to each other. And we're both right. There's a rightness to everything. There's somewhere in what we're each experiencing, something correct. When we remember that and hold on to it like a lifeline, if we find ourselves tight and reactive, I think we just need to call a timeout. We cannot proceed. There's nothing helpful or useful that will happen when we're both desperate. It's like two drowning people. You know, they've got to just kind of try to get stable and try to catch on to themselves. They can't be reaching to hold on to each other. They're both in a panic. And when we get to that panic, we have to take time, which isn't hard. Again, if we expect this to happen and we have it set up as just a natural part of our relationship, that there will be times that we need to take a time out just to get clear and centered and connect with ourselves about what we're feeling, so we can come back and teach each other what we really meant to say. It's like a do-over, a take two. This is what I was really feeling, and this is what I really wanted to say. And let go of anything that might have been done or said in escalation, because that's our desperateness. It's not our
It sounds
truth.
like we're desperate to be heard. So,
Yes.
um, the can any couple do this with practice? Is this just something that's a pattern of behavior that we can replace an unhealthy set of behaviors with a healthy set of behaviors with practice?
I believe any couple can. I truly do. And as you know, you're in the field of coaching. You know that people just don't naturally get born with this information, no more than we naturally learn how to speak Italian, unless you're from Italy. You know, we need to learn about it. It's of the knowledge of ourselves is nothing covered in any school. Actually, the concepts of our books, it is being taught in a local high school. They've applied it. I drew up a lesson plan that's being taught in a health class, but it's something unique as far as we know in all of Oregon. And it's very exciting because the kids are responsive. They can learn it. They don't know this automatically. But with coaches, with teachers, with counseling, with education, yes, we all have the ability to do this.
What would you do if only one person in the couple is amenable to being more conscious, more aware, and actually working on the relationship communications? Can I fly solo on this, and would I get some benefit by at least trying what I can do on my end?
Absolutely. Whether or not we stay in a relationship, each of us has this journey to take to learn to be separate and to be at peace with our separateness, and to learn how to be the person that we like being in whatever relationship we're in. So absolutely anybody will benefit. You know, in the process of doing this work, in writing the book with my husband, sometimes we were like, why are we even together? It was so hard to figure all of this out. But I kept thinking, I need to learn how to be the person I want to be all the time. Not that I expect it, but that's the life path that I'd like to follow. And usually one person in the relationship tends to be the leader, the scout, going ahead into the wilderness of the unconscious to try to learn some of this and see what's available, and to come home and work with it, learn how to separate with their spouse. And the spouse usually gets intrigued. They see that, oh, my spouse is going to counseling and they're not coming back saying that it's all my fault or that I'm a bad person. They're coming back trying to talk with me differently. And usually the spouse gets willing to come in and do this work too, because I don't have an approach that anything is wrong with anybody. We're just learning. We're ignorant. There's no shame in ignorance.
Yeah. So at least if one person takes the step, we begin to
Yes.
break the cycle. So
Yes.
it takes two people to